Welcome back to Afternoon Express. If you've just joined us, good timing. We're about to get started in the kitchen. It already smells good, and we haven't even done anything yet. So what's going on?
Okay, so like I said, we're using lesser cuts of meat today.
Yeah.
And you were like, what's that? So we all normally used to like the ribs and the steaks, right? Those are, like you said, the prime cuts.
Yes.
I was very impressed that you knew that.
Thank you. My father's a butcher. I know I'm more, actually.
So the lesser cuts of meat are actually, I think they're much better. Because those are the parts of the animal that actually work a lot more. And the more they work out, the more...
Like the
it does tend to be a bit more like... Let's just say it's a hard-working piece of muscle, so your biceps, for instance, if you're working it, gets hard.
So it's more tender?
No, it's not. It's the opposite of tender.
Okay.
Which means it needs a lot of love. You've got to cook your meat low and slow to get all that flavour out of it. And I think that's where the love comes in. So meat that needs love tastes better.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You sound quite needy right now.
So, talking about the animals that roam around, these are more like worked cuts of meat.
Exactly.
It's free range, which means the difference between free range and the normal meat is these animals are actually roaming around.
Okay.
So free range meat tends to be, and it tends to be a little more tougher than normal meat. That's because the animals are out there actually walking around and exercising. Also, the meat is antibiotic free.
What does antibiotic free mean?
Animals are getting antibiotics for various reasons to try and just keep them on that path of just growing, get big, to finally turn into a product. So the meat that I'm using today from Woolies is antibiotic free, growth promoter free, and free range. So you're actually getting such a quality product. And being a lesser cut of meat, you're not paying as much as you would for like your prime steaks.
But it's not even that it's a better quality product. It's the only kind of product you should be eating. You can't be eating anything that they're injecting stuff into.
Ethically, you should only be eating
ethical food.
There we go. There we go. Everything. Now we know.
You've sold me. So, okay.
So what I started doing is browning off the meat for the ragu. And it's very important you actually brown off the meat. You want it to have a lot of colour on the flesh and on the bone. Today we're using short rib.
Okay.
Shin. And you want that marrow that's in the centre.
Is that sealing it now? Remember you told me to seal it before. Is that what it is?
A lot of flavour, yes.
Okay.
So the marrow also kind of leaks out that amazing marrowy goodness in there. And that's just like richness, and you want that. Cool, so next
you don't need to throw anything else in there. Just
not
meat,
right now.
just sealed, just brown.
You don't even have to add salt. It's so good. You're going to season as you go. So I'm going to turn over, and I'm going to ask you to pass me the onions. And we're keeping everything quite chunky, because it's going to cook for quite a long time. So you don't want the onions to cook away and like turn into mush. You want it to still have some integrity.
Sure.
And if you could lean over and pass me that little tray with some... In here, I've got some...
Celery, spring onion, and carrot. Yes!
Done. So exactly as you said, some celery, leeks, spring onion, and some carrot. That goes in.
What is the difference between a leek and a spring onion?
I just like to think that the leek is the big brother of the spring onion.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. And then I've got some rosemary. There we go. You got it, you got it, you got it. And then if you can pass me all the little herbs we got in front of you over here. So it's quite intense, big flavour.
Thyme. Oregano.
Yes, yes.
Garlic.
Yes.
Salt and pepper.
There you go.
Bay leaves.
Bay leaves. So they're quite big, bold flavours, and they're going to stand up to about 2 hours of cooking. Whereas other ingredients are just a little, like, flimsy. They will just disappear.
I mean, I have heard about the slow food movement, but what are the benefits of cooking it slower like this?
First of all, the fact is the price of the meat. It's a lot cheaper. So you're able to buy more and then cook one big batch and break it up into 3 or 4 different ways.
Okay.
So today, the one option we're going to do is a pie, but this is so amazing to do tagliatelle over a bun for a sloppy joe.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the pie is the way we're going to go today.
Yummy.
So all it is now is mix everything through, pour in some water, and you can either let it go on the stove top or in the oven for about 2 hours. And it's going to be fall apart tender after I add the water.
I'll throw the water in for you.
Go for it.
How much?
All of it. All of it, because that's going to reduce and keep on topping it up.
Okay.
No need for stock. You've got all that amazing beef flavour in there already. And you are 2 hours away from heaven.
Oh, that is absolutely delicious. So remember, if you would like the recipe and the shopping list, all you need to do is SMS
the word beef
to 33650. And then we're actually going to send you the entire recipe and the shopping list. SMSs are R1.50 each, and T's and C's apply. No free SMSs to get this. So, all right, this is amazing. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen here. But while we wait for that delicious pot to cook, Bonnie's on the couch with our next guest. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. So we've been slow cooking this amazing beef ragu for basically the entire show. And now it's ready with the magic of television. And what are we going to do with it now? Because a pie is not my speciality.
Well, this is so easy. So the bone we've taken out, that marrow has cooked perfectly into the ragu. What I'm going to do is take Woolies all butter puff pastry.
No,
this isn't just normal pastry. This is like literally made with, it's like 1,000,000% butter to 1% like flour.
Love,
it's all
love.
butter.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck that in, do a little sprinkle of some salt and pepper. I like keeping it very rustic. These extra size pop-up, they come like the little breadsticks. And a little bit of cumin seed. Don't need any butter on there.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. And literally 20 minutes later, it's this guy over here.
This is sensational, but then this is a pie that's really good for you because there's no sides and bottom.
Yeah, kind of. It's a pot pie.
Oh, amazing. Well, there you go. Our beef ragu pie. It looks absolutely amazing. Now, if you want the recipe and, of course, the shopping list, all you need to do is SMS the keyword beef to 33650. And this is all yours. SMSs cost R1.50 each, no free SMSs, and T's and C's do apply. This is amazing. Here's a quick recap on how you can make this delicious thing. I just want to get stuck in.
Go for it.